Guys, welcome to another move by move episode where I'm explaining you my thinking process throughout the game, playing 10 minutes rapid games. Snuggle pups. We're playing with white pieces. Let's go e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, and let's go for main line of Rasalimo. Yeah, so he's playing not the main line because this is generally considered not so good, because you know you double your pawns from the beginning. And now there's usually a plan of going, let's say, f4 or bishop c4. You know, I'm not sure, because f4 there is some queen b6, and bishop c4 d3. I mean, it's still not a big of a deal, so maybe let's push f4 right away. I hope I'm not getting into some kind of prep. So account joined only this year, January. Wait, was it January? Yeah, January 25, 2024. Quite a new account, bishop c4, that's exactly what I was thinking of. And now he'll try probably to get rid of this, but the problem is I think that I have far more developed pieces, and if he tries to go knight h6 or knight f6, I mean knight f6, I mean of course c5 will be played, and I'll just try to get some tempos, extra tempos, and knight h6 it just doesn't look great there. So yeah, he plays this. Of course we'll remove queen c2, and now move like bishop g7 is better with knight c3, and I think at some point I might even go for d4 sack, because you know I just want to press him. So now look, knight d5 is also a possibility, but alright, so e6. So the more I'm looking at this position, the more I like moves like d4. Because, okay, I have this knight d5, I also have this interesting f5 move, which I actually really like. Let's do f5, because he's not developed. My rook is already on f1, bishop on c4. If we try to create bombaus here, it's gonna be over, so it's very complicated to play for black pieces. He's gotta do something. Yeah, I don't like this regular knight f6, so you know what, I'm kind of considering this f6, knight f2 takes, and then I gotta come up with some move, which is, I mean, kind of a problem. Because look, e5, knight g4, I go f6, knight f2, rook f2, queen f2, and obviously I can't take, but and queen e1 checkmate is being threatened. How can I protect from everything? I can obviously go queen d1, then bishop goes to h6, and then I have some d4. I mean, it just looks like a horrible position, honestly, for black pieces. Because, alright, yeah, there is obviously this knight g4, knight f2, but from humans' perspective, it's not so good. Like knight g4, f6, knight f2. Yeah, I mean f6 just gotta be played. I just don't see any other option for me. And knight f2 obviously I'm gonna take. There is a checkmate threatened on e1, so I might go queen d1. Yes, that's exactly what he was going for. And now we have finally give us. So I would really love to go this way, but unfortunately this is a checkmate coming this way. So now I just gotta come up with the best move, which might be actually queen e4, because once again I covered this, I don't let him go this way, and also I'll be threatening d4. And by the way, how does he, let's say bishop f8, because then you know d4, queen f4, knight d1 or knight b5, knight d4, knight b5, queen e1 is annoying idea, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of what makes me think that I might not be able to get a good position here. But queen d1 seems fine still, because alright, he has to spend some time developing his pieces on queen side. Yeah, it's actually a very interesting position to play. Yeah, now he plays this, and now it felt like d4 is a right approach. Because now it's just like I have huge development progress. I'm probably going this way. Queen is kind of in a very bad spot. What if I played this? Bishop d7. Nah, I just refuse to believe this is any good. I have so many things in mind. Bishop d7, queen a4. This looks like it just gotta be played. Or I can just come back. Or I can develop my bishop somewhere. Like, but alright, this just looks the way to go. There is also some interest in d5 and f takes, queen g4, king e8. You know what, I don't like how it looks for black pieces, but yeah, I just don't see anything, you know, clear, I would say. So yeah, the bishop is not moving anywhere. There is checkmate here, so I gotta move my bishop somewhere, and then we'll come up with something. Another problem is like I don't have too many ways to do it. Like maybe I can go simple h3 and then consider something, but that doesn't look great. That just doesn't look great. He can just come back, so that's another huge problem for me. So bishop g5, h6, it's becoming complicated. It's becoming h6, bishop h4, queen h4. Oh yeah, and I can't really do anything on this diagonal, so one of the moves might be just come back, but doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. Alright, what if I go back? Yeah, I already don't like how I played it. I probably misplayed it, I probably was winning. But now it's becoming very, very tough, because yeah, I thought I'll have some compensation, but it's really tough here. So I might not be able to win this one. And I'm also down on time, I spent too much time on certain moves. But yeah, maybe I should have kept queen somewhere here, but the problem is this back rank, and basically I restricted my own bishop, I blocked. Yeah, it will be very interesting to analyze this position afterwards. Maybe a queen f4 was better, just to put queen on the center instead of going back and then trying to go for d4, which would have been the way to go. But even here, maybe sacrifice on d5, bishop d5, and then try something else. Yeah, he plays rook c8, and now it's really a pain. Bishop d2 is not a way to go. Bishop g5 is also not the right approach, probably. But bishop g5, because I gotta keep this pawn protected, and I just can't. Knight d2, obviously, I don't want to do it, but maybe I should. Maybe I should after all. Maybe let's play knight d2, because yeah, I mean, it looks passive. It honestly looks bad, but it is what it is. Idea is obviously bishop f4 and then try to maybe go for queen d3, bishop g3, trap the queen somehow. The problem is I see beautiful queen f5, and then it looks like it's entering c2 square. Yeah, very complicated. Yeah, I'm probably not going to survive. But yeah, the analysis will be interesting for sure, because it could have gone either way. Like, yeah, I'm trying maybe to go knight f4 and d3 or something, but still, bishop f4 is the main idea, because as I said, this bishop on f8 actually looks good. It, you know, covers all the squares here, and it also doesn't let me do anything here. Yeah, now king just escapes through b8, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, guys, that's complicated. Very, very complicated. I let him escape, unfortunately. I let him escape, and now I'm in trouble. So if I played this move, and then this move, maybe bishop d2, and then... Because, look, you know what's the problem here for black pieces specifically? That's the thing to realize as well. This bishop is not moving anywhere. h6 square is covered, e7 is covered, d6 is covered, c5 is covered, b4 is covered with my bishop right now. So, you know what I was thinking of? Maybe play rook c1. The thing that I don't like, maybe let's play a3 first. Now, the problem is, after rook c1, I couldn't do it right now because takes, and there is some bishop b4, and apparently everything's being traded. But now after rook c1 takes, this bishop is still, so he goes queen h4. He knows that it's a huge problem. But now the point is maybe rook c1, bishop, maybe g3 obviously doesn't work. So yes, rook c1 takes and bishop c3. But then I let his bishop escape. Yeah, that's a problem actually. Knight f4 does queen g5. Yeah, this move looks interesting actually. Like knight f4 does g3, queen g5, and then I kind of wait. Maybe go for this, but doesn't do anything. That's a bit unfortunate. You know, very complicated position. But what if I go bishop c3, and then if, because I don't want to trade, you know, bishop c3, this knight, maybe. Okay, let's do something, because obviously it's not getting better. I gotta play faster at this point. Down on exchange, obviously very complicated position. 2 minutes versus 5, almost 6 minutes. I spent a minute and a half because it's getting complicated. I'm trying to, you know, think of any ways to create some pressure on him, but king escaped. I'm definitely lost right now. Unless there are some tricks that I can come up with, I'll probably lose the game. But yeah, I mean, I really like my pawns. Knight g1, knight f3, knight jumps through this square, and then maybe there is something I can think of. So I don't like this. Now there is very tricky h3. Let's try because now g4. G4 doesn't work. G4 doesn't work. This and g4. Now g4 will work. It's fascinating. He might blunder it, but I think he won't. There is rook c3 obviously, but then if g4. There is this queen g5. Yeah, so let's pre-move takes, and then if takes on c3, g4 will work. Another point is simple queen f5 should be quite enough. That's why he goes this way. Queen d3, and then rook e1 obviously. And I'm trying to come up with moves here, which is kind of complicated, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, queen h6 is the only move I can think of, because bishop f2. Alright, I'm starting chasing this. Yeah, obviously bishop can come back here, rook f1, bishop g3, but there is nothing. Like, you know, I'm looking at this position, I'm like, how is this can be good? Maybe queen g5 now will be the idea, because then there are weaknesses in f7, h7, e6, f7 ideas. So, you know, trying to create some counterplay. And also knight g5 right away might be a way to go. Wait, knight d2. What am I missing? Because now I'm threatening this, I'm threatening this, I'm threatening this. Wait, that's a bit unfortunate for black pieces. There's no way I'm winning. There's just gotta be something. Alright, takes. I'm still threatening this and threatening this. Alright. Yeah, there is this move obviously, which I kinda forgot about this. And maybe rook f3. Yep. Still keeping an eye on this pawn. Obviously there he might take this one. But you know, queen g5, queen h6. I might give up this pawns, but my f6 pawn, which I played on 13, on move number 13, it might come all the way. Yeah, I don't like the way he wants Queen h4, h5. Getting complicated. He's coming for some sort of checkmate probably. And that's smart, that's smart. Alright, rook b6, what's going on? What's going on? Alright, rook b1 is an idea, queen h7, gotta calculate this one. Queen h7, rook b1, king h2. I gotta take, because otherwise I'm cooked. That way I have a little chance. I don't see any way for him to win right away. But queen g8, queen f7, queen g6 checks, and then my king kinda escapes. And I have another pawn coming from f6. So I have 1 minute 21 seconds on the clock, but this should be good. Yeah, guys, it's actually very complicated to play these rapid games. Yeah, and queen g8, queen f7. Yeah, this queen g8 for sure, queen f7. He's gotta do it, and now queen g6. Now queen g6 should work. And I'm winning, because I'm protecting this, queen e2. I might... No, I'll just go queen g4. There is no way, I guess. Queen g4. And now f7, f8. f7, there is also check being threatened. I think I won. No freaking way. That's unbelievable. I'm threatening e6, I'm threatening to just go f7, f8. I think it's over. There are no checkmate threats that he can create on time, because rook b1, obviously f7, queen e1, I mean there is one check, but I'll just probably escape, if I'm not mistaken. And also, yeah, I mean I'll just start checking, maybe trade queen somehow. Yeah, and he resigned. Let's go. Alright guys, you'll see a little screenshot of how it was going, but yeah, it was absolutely insane. Let's come to this moment, I think, because that was very crucial to me. So, as I said, we went for the most principal line here. f6, knight f2 takes, and now queen d1 is actually the best. I thought queen f4, which computer thinks is the best line, but queen d1 is the first one. Interesting, bishop f8, d4, d5. Now computer thinks that e take d6 is the way to go, and if bishop d6, oh, I missed knight d4. He couldn't take it, so the way to go is this, knight d4, queen f5, and then queen e2. And I keep all the pawns. That's actually a very, very fascinating position. Alright, so I took, and now he's actually a lot better. So apparently bishop b5 check is the first huge mistake by me. And then, of course, as I said, I was probably better and lost, and it is what it is. Knight f3, h3, queen f1. So let's say he does something random, he plays a6, there's beautiful g4, and queen is trapped on h4. That's what I was referring to. Queen d3, bishop f2, and here he blundered. He played queen f5. He didn't know where to put his queen. That's another problem. The queen on h5 wasn't on its place. And after knight d2, he realized that, alright, huge trouble, takes, queen c2, c4 is the best move, takes. Oh, and bishop is in a very bad spot as well, and knight is just coming here. Queen e4, queen f3, yeah, total collapse, queen d2. Even here, computer thinks I'm lost, but after rook b6, it's a blunder. Yeah, h5 or h6, I was actually thinking about h5. I was like, there is no way this should work, and after rook b6 I can just start taking pawns. Yeah guys, absolutely fascinating position, and after this move my opponent resigns. We're still climbing the ratings, 20-42. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episodes. There is not a lot of in the opening to analyze, honestly, because I just don't see this line as often, but yeah, it was kind of cool. Black got the worst position, then they were winning, then again lost, then again winning, and then again lost. So it is what it is. Chess is a very fun game. I'll see you in the next episodes of Move by Move. Hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.